Be honest. How many of you think that the Generation Y are the laziest? Yeah, suppose. Raise your hands. Yes, so I take that you find us lazy. Thank you very much. Now, what about the Gen Ys being job hoppers faster than a Ferrari? No, just two? Three? Okay, great. Now what about the generation who you think, who they think, and who you think are the smartest? The Generation Y. Wait. Before you think too much, let me rephrase that. How many of you think that the Generation Y thinks that they are the smartest? Raise your hands. Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, over the years, the Generation Y has gotten this negative connotation, a negative perception. And that has been a problem in these recent years. Now, I've met this guy one day. I met him in a training course, and he's old enough to be an uncle. And he said to me, "Boy, I see something in you. I want you, and I think that you can be the next smartly Lazier entrepreneur." Now, I was in an entrepreneur class that time. He was teaching me about so much about how to become effective in terms of giving entrepreneurial skills to the public. So he said that to me, and the first thing that I came to mind was that, okay, I want to do that. I immediately say yes, like any gullible little baby who takes candies from a dirty uncle. And before he even said anything after that, I had a thought in mind. I immediately asked him back, but wait a minute, don't we have a lot of negative perceptions about the Gen Ys? How does that going to be effective? How is that going to work if that's the case? Now immediately he said, let's review them. So the first thing that he said, the Generation Ys are lazy people. Now according to Ryan 2012 in her article, she said that the Generation Y are people who are not busy or not seem to be busy. They are just absolutely, significantly lazy people. And I thought to myself, yeah, well, that's kind of true because through the situation I can be quite lazy. So I said that, okay, fine, that is one point. But he countered it back and he said, however, Dr. Randall Hansen in his article, The 10 Truths About the Generation Y in the Workforce, said that it was completely the opposite. They are not lazy people, they are efficient. It's because technology has become an advancement nowadays. So they tend to be more competent, more efficient and more productive because they are able to do things at a much quicker rate than any other generations. But people don't seem to see that part. So he told me, son, that is one of the reasons why people may not seem that way. But did you know that if you think about it back, and you think about it carefully enough, people who do that, or people who find the most effective ways to handle a problem in the least amount of time and effort are actually not lazy people, they're smart people. If you look at a chart, if you want to put yourself from effort and also how much time you need to put in, people always say it has to go up. The more effort you do, the more results will come out. And the more time you spend, means greater results will come out. But people never actually look at the other perspective. That why not the graph goes down? Why not the results are still there, but you look at the amount of effort and time reduced? So I was like, okay, fine. That was the first point. So the second point he talked to me about, he said, the second thing I want to tell you is that Generation Y can be a very needy people. They are very needy. Food not nice, call the mother. Place not nice to stay, call the mother. Don't like teacher, call the mother. So everything they do is always falling back to their parents. So they are very needy, they just need their parental guidance. But we cannot really fault them, can we? It's because they grew up in that kind of generation. But even Dr. Randall Hansen also said, I agree to it, they are very needy. he cannot back it up in his own research. So, even though they grew up in a situation where they are very needy, it did not make them completely useless. Because of that neediness aspect, they become very open to the idea of receiving feedback from others, compared to the other generations, the baby boomers and also the Generation X. Generation Y, because they're close to people, they are willing to open up and listen to what you have to say from their peers, from their family, from their friends. So that's one aspect. And then the man told me again, that is the second thing that is most crucial to becoming an entrepreneur. It's because that other generations, they don't look at the aspect of how to accept feedback, that they don't push forward. They never will push forward because they can never see the blind side of how they're doing and how they're progressing. Now the third point is this. Generation Y are a disloyal bunch of brats. They are not going to stay in your company for long, trust me on that. And research done by a man called John Hobart in his article called Understanding the Generation Y. It was found that the Generation Y tend to leave their workplace after 1 or 2 years. How come? Why? But the truth is, he told me again, they are not very disloyal. It's not that they don't like the company. They may love the company. But the thing is, if you put them in a situation compared to baby boomers, they don't need to be worried about marriage at an early age, where other generations get married at 20 or younger. They are not financially strained. And so, if they stay in the job just for money's sake, that's not going to be something that they are going to be passionate about to stay. Hence, they will leave. So that's one of the reasons why he told me that it is important to understand all these aspects. And that is one way you can push to become that smartly lazier entrepreneur. So with all that's being said, ladies and gentlemen, what the man said to me made sense completely. And to become the next smartly lazier entrepreneur is not that difficult at all. Be lazy, be needy, be disloyal, but be doing that in a good way. Now, a guy named Arnold, he stated that there is actually no difference in the different generations between X, Y, Z, or baby boomers. There's not difference in what they want, and it's not different in how they are. They just have different backgrounds. So with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, go out there, be the next smartly lazier entrepreneur. Back to you.